Hello, friends, and thank you so much for the time that you're going to spend with us on this phenomenal series designed to help you better understand the Zeolite Gold Standard versus every other zeolite company on the planet. My name is Denise.Stephens. I am the CEO and the founder of ZOI Global. ZOI Global is the marketing arm designed to empower people to deliver a world-class zeolite breakthrough and take our message to the world. In order to help you better understand the highly distinct differences in ZOI products, we're going to be spending the next several minutes educating you and bringing to you the science, not opinions. I believe each of you will recognize that everyone has a right to their own opinion, but never their own science. With me, to make this very clear to each and every one of you, is ZOI's supplier, president, founder, creator of this incredible zeolite breakthrough technology, Dr. Nicholas Sirikos Karapanos. Dr. Nicholas is the president of Metron Nutraceuticals in Cleveland, Ohio. Dr. Nicholas Sirikos Karapanos is a triple board certified PharmD, MD, PhD. So let's begin this journey giving you the information to the technology that ZOI Global exclusively offers to the world. Thank you so much, Dr. Nicholas, for joining us on this incredible training. I think at the end of the day, the people are going to say, wow. So thank you for joining us and spending and taking your valuable time to get the people educated regarding this phenomenal breakthrough in technology.
Thank you very much, Denise, for your warm words, for our excellent cooperation, and for the opportunity to be here with you today discussing about this unique product, Clear Drops. I'm very happy to share with you information so can be shared with the ZOI Global family.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Nicholas. So let's start off with, let's just explain to the people, what are zeolites? That is a fundamental element that I think will add great value to people.
Zeolites are inorganic salts. Were made when volcano lava went down in the seawater thousands of years ago and were formed exactly this moment. They have a honeycomb-like three-dimensional configuration, and they have some amazing capabilities to attract and retain heavy metals and other toxins. The zeolite that we're going to discuss today about, the zeolites in ZOI Clear Drops, is called clinoptilolite. It's a difficult Greek name. It's called clinoptilolite, and chemically, it's sodium aluminosilicate. But this formulation, Clear Drops, is far above and beyond just a clinoptilolite sodium aluminosilicate formulation. This is the result of serious research and development in a very serious company. And we can talk about all the specific characteristics that constitute an overall high quality. The final formulation is the final product that the end user, they get into their hands. But as you very well know, it's a whole journey to provide, in order to be able to provide a high quality product to the final user. And I'm sure that we're going to discuss about several features and characteristics that you must have from the supply chain, the supplier, the manufacturer, the distributor, in order to make sure that all the steps are met in order to have an actual good quality product.
Excellent, excellent. You know, as you explain that, I think that that cannot be underestimated, how quality plays into the final consumer as they get this and they take this powerful formula and they begin to reap the benefits. And so all of these aspects are going to be very, very informational as we move forward. So now that we understand what a zeolite is, who can benefit from the consumption of a zeolite, Dr. Nicholas?
Well, any adult breathing air, eating food, and drinking water is accumulating heavy metals and other toxins, because all these toxins exist in the environment and they get into our body by eating food, drinking water, and breathing air. So in order to reverse this chronic accumulation process, we have a very effective compound found in clear drops that can slowly and progressively remove all these toxins from the human body.
So now let's begin to focus into and move into the specific aspects that are going to separate the Zeolite GOLD Standard found in ZOI Global Zeolite supplements versus content, quality, and absorption capabilities of every other zeolite on the planet today. So let's start, Dr. Nicholas, with the supplier. You said earlier that the supplier is a key component. Can you please explain why that is so significant, and how does Metron meet those specifications of significance?
We'll be glad to do so. Supplier of clear drops is only one company, our company, Metron Nutraceuticals, founded and operating in Cleveland, Ohio. It's an FDA registered company, as all dietary supplements must be. All dietary supplements must be registered by the FDA, and the FDA, the United States Food and Drug Administration, has jurisdiction over all the aspects of dietary supplements business. So Metron Nutraceuticals is, of course, FDA registered, and we had the honor also to be inspected by the Food and Drug Administration. And we believe that Metron Nutraceuticals is a stellar dietary supplements company for many reasons. We can discuss about specific aspects of the overall quality, but it's not because we say so. It's because it has been confirmed by an excellent FDA inspection outcome without any problem in this inspection for Metron Nutraceuticals. So for this reason, we believe that Metron Nutraceuticals is a stellar dietary supplements research and development company, and it is the unique supplier, the only supplier of clear drops.
You know, that is really very exciting in the world of dietary supplements, Dr. Nicholas. So to find a partner such as Metron building such a stellar product line, I find it interesting. Would you please share with the audience what you were told after you had endured the FDA inspection, what the FDA inspector shared with Metron in terms of the quality of how and why you go through what you go through?
All right. First, the Food and Drug Administration is actually regulating all aspects of dietary supplement business. Now, it's a matter, of course, of personnel that the FDA has, and they can assign personnel to perform inspections. With the boom that we have in the market of dietary supplements, maybe this personnel is not enough for the FDA to be able to inspect every single dietary supplements company every year. But there are inspections, and there are inspection outcomes. It's very interesting, and this is all public information. Everybody can go to the fda.gov and find how many hundreds of inspections occur every year, and how many hundreds of warning letters or letters identifying deficiencies are issued by the FDA. With Metron Nutraceuticals, the outcome of the inspection was stellar. And we believe that the FDA inspectors were very pleased with the overall quality of Metron Nutraceuticals. At one point, the inspector said that, well, we believe that every inspector performing inspections in dietary supplement companies must visit Metro Nutraceuticals so they can see how a stellar company is and how a stellar company operates. I mean, this was a quote at a personal level. We were very happy to listen to that. In fact, we joke a little about this. We said, okay, in fact, we wouldn't like to have every day an inspection at Metro Nutraceuticals, but we were very happy that we were inspected, and we are ready for an inspection from the Food and Drug Administration 24/7, 365. We have nothing to hide. To the contrary, we have many things that we are very proud of regarding Metro Nutraceuticals. So this is a key factor regarding a dietary supplement, and answers to the question, who is making it? Is it a non-name company somewhere in the United States, or maybe not in the United States, that is making this dietary supplement? Or is someone well-established, well-known, with an excellent reputation, and known to the FDA and ideally inspected by the FDA? I think at Metro Nutraceuticals, all the boxes are checked. So the outcome of this inspection we had speaks by itself, and we are very proud that we have such a quality standards that we operate at Metro Nutraceuticals.
I can tell you, as a business owner of ZOI Global, Dr. Nicholas, I have incredible comfort, because when we speak at ZOI Global, we speak based on science. We speak based on fact, not opinion. And I can't tell you how grateful we are to have the partnership that we have, because as we deliver world-class zeolite supplements, it gives me great confidence to know they were built right. So what starts right will always end right. So thank you. Thank you for that clarification, Dr. Nicholas. Now I want to move into and give people a little bit greater understanding, and I'm going to ask you to kind of talk about you as the product formulator. Give them your background so that they better understand the world that you came from, and why you understand very significantly what must go into a safe product, a product that works, and a product that is going to be highly consistent, batch after batch after batch.
Will do, Denise. We'll be very glad to do. You touched very important components. Batch after batch shows consistency. So another key factor regarding a dietary supplements formulation is who made it, who formulated this. In the dietary supplements space, there are many products made by no-name wizards claiming that somehow they got an idea to make a dietary supplement. Well, it does not work like that. One of the first questions that we received during the FDA inspection we had at Metro Nutraceuticals was to provide our resume. My resume as president, co-owner and founder of Metro Nutraceuticals, the resume of our chief operating officer, who is a fully trained board certified biotechnologist. And this is the way to show to the FDA that you have the background, the knowledge and the experience to actually become a formulator. Becoming a formulator of a dietary supplement is very important. It's not a joke. We are aware of several individuals out there in the free market claiming that they formulated products, and also we are aware that these individuals have no training, education, background, work experience with dietary supplements. And this can potentially be dangerous. Safety and effectiveness are two key components. So we have serious questions about several dietary supplements coming from these no-name individuals. And sadly, Denise, as you know, many dietary supplement companies hide as a very well-kept secret who is the formulator. Well, if you don't know who is the formulator of a dietary supplement that you are about to consume, you should ask yourself, why so? Why we don't know who is the formulator? A formulator should be proud for the formulation of a dietary supplement. You know my background. I'm a fully trained, board-certified pharmacist. I'm a fully trained, board-certified medical doctor. I have a PhD in mechanical circulatory support post-myocardial infarction, and I'm a fully trained, board-certified thoracic and cardiovascular surgeon. I don't practice as a medical doctor in the United States. In the United States, I'm the founder, co-owner, president of Metro Nutraceuticals, and formulator of Metro Nutraceuticals dietary supplements. My history, my working background for 5 years at Mayo Clinic, the #1 institution in healthcare in the United States, my peer-reviewed publications, as anyone can see at pubmed.gov, and my 2 prestigious international awards speak by themselves regarding my background. There's nothing I have to add to this. The only thing I can add is I took the step and moved from outside of my comfort zone, which was the clinical cardiovascular surgery, and later the cardiovascular surgery translational surgical research. And I got into the world of wellness and dietary supplements, and I keep enjoying instant gratification from what I'm doing in life, being certain and have the pleasure to see that hundreds or thousands of people can be helped every single day by consuming first-class, world-class formulations as made at a stellar company, Metron Nutraceuticals.
You know, that warms my heart, because at the end of the day, your background, Dr. Nicholas, you could have stayed in surgery. You could have stayed along that path, and you could have done very well financially. I can tell you that knowing your heart, knowing your desire to help, as you told me, I asked you that specifically. Why did you leave that world? And you said to me something, as best I recall, that really, really solidified things for me. You could have stayed in that world and impacted 1, maybe 2 families a day. But instead, you wanted to impact the world and help millions of people every day. And that is exactly the quest that ZOI Global and Metron Nutraceuticals is on. And thank you. Your background, as you said, stands on its own. So thank you for sharing that with people so that they get a greater understanding of who's building ZOI Global zeolite products, who is the formulator, the credentials that you bring, the background that you bring, and Metron Nutraceuticals as a company, where they stand in the eyes of the FDA. So moving forward, Dr. Nicholas, let's begin going into the zeolites and the formulation, the product formulation characteristics that are absolutely the gold standard. That's not just a loose-termed marketing ploy. Literally the gold standard of zeolite dietary supplementation. Let's discuss the characteristics that go into it by starting off, #1, the name ZOI Clear Drops. Okay, so take it from here, if you will, Dr. Nicholas.
Right. This is a unique formulation. It's a consumer strength product. That means any adult can use the product. It has so far 1 contraindication, which is pregnancy, because products, dietary supplements included products that are about to be used during pregnancy need to pass a certain very strict testing, and we have not done it. As many pharmaceutical companies don't do it for several drugs, but it's clearly stated. So it's for everybody. Now, the main ingredient of Clear Drops is zeolite, but it is in a unique form. And this form does not exist in any other zeolite dietary supplement. Clear Drops is a water solution of water-soluble zeolite and has the highest possible bioavailability. Well, Denise, as you very well know, other companies claim the same thing. Permit me to say that whoever claims this are either shenanigans or scammers, because this technology, the water solution of a water-soluble zeolite, is patented. It has 2 United States patents. We expect to receive our 3rd United States patent for this technology, so no one else can have it. And if they claim that they do have it, then we may see them in the court of law if they keep doing what they're doing. A water solution of water-soluble zeolite can only be clear drops. Let me be very clear about this. Moreover, we claim that this zeolite can cross cellular membranes. And we do have conducted the studies to prove it. It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of science proof. All this information, as you know, it's publicly available. Anyone with a computer and an internet connection can go to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, read our patents, or can go to the ZOI Global site where our 2 United States patents are available. They're not hidden. Anyone can read the patents. You will find information, the science information there, proving that zeolite that we have in the form of the water-soluble zeolite fragments can cross cellular membranes. And for this reason, it can offer a daily systemic detoxification. No other zeolite product, to the best of our knowledge, can support such a claim. I'm not saying that there are not companies making this claim. Unfortunately, these companies don't reveal who is the formulator, so they claim something that they cannot support, made by some mysterious no-name formulators. Nothing, absolutely nothing, like the stellar formulation of Clear Drops available only to ZOI Global.
I think you did a stellar statement there, Dr. Nicholas, and I'll tell you why. Because as we go through discussing with various people who have heard of other zeolite formulas, the marketing techniques of some of these companies try to simulate by using words that may be somewhat trickery, similarity, and unknown to the average person. The person that's not science-minded may fall victim or may fall prey to some of this. And if you will just reiterate the fact that ZOI Clear Drops being a solution and every other product being a suspension, so that people can really grab the concept and the differences behind what we're capable of doing and what they're not capable of doing.
Absolutely. Well, we created the only water solution of a water-soluble zeolite after we found that there's no such a product out there. There are powders of zeolite and there are water suspensions of zeolite. Well, a powder is a powder, and we can define what it is a good zeolite powder and what it is a bad zeolite powder, and maybe what is a dangerous zeolite powder. And same thing for suspensions. Zeolites are mined in minefields, and you can have them in a powder form. But zeolites do have several mixtures within them, and these are called elemental impurities. So if these impurities are not removed by a powder, this powder can be very, very bad if consumed, because instead of removing heavy metals and toxins, actually toxifies, is toxic. So this is a bad powder. Same thing with water suspensions. Let's first differentiate between a water suspension and a water solution. Water suspension is a mixture of a solid, like a zeolite powder, with water, where the zeolite particles are suspended into this water, but under the force of gravity over time, the zeolite particles will settle in the bottom of the container, and that's a suspension. A water solution is a mixture of a solid, like table salt, with water, where the particles of the solid remain suspended forever without any impact of the force of gravity. That's the main difference between water solutions and water suspensions. Well, substances that are in water suspension or behave as they are in water suspension cannot be absorbed, while substances that are in water solution or behave as they are in water solution can be absorbed. That's cardinal. That's very important. So ZOI Clear Drops is the only, and for this reason, patented water solution of water-soluble zeolite that can be absorbed. And we have shown with the appropriate scientific studies that has the capability to be absorbed by crossing cellular membranes. As I said before, it's patented with 2 United States patents. And we expect to receive our 3rd patent, most likely within 2020. And these patents expire on December 31st, 2034. So let me, Denise, take this opportunity and give a small message to various shenanigans out there that unfortunately for them, this market is closed to them. This market belongs to ZOI Global and to Metro Nutraceuticals.
That is an excellent description of a very powerful distinction right there. Until it can be absorbed, it can't benefit to the same degree. Would that be a true statement, Dr. Nicholas?
It is a true statement. Let's not give a wrong impression. There are powders, zeolite powders, that are good powders. And there are zeolite water suspensions coming from companies that tell the truth. And they say, we have a suspension or we have a powder. And I have no doubt that some of these products are really good. They will be taken by mouth. They will stay in the gut, cannot be absorbed, but will find in the gut several toxins and heavy metals, will attract them and will remove them out of the human body. Well, these products do not offer systemic detoxification because they have practically no bioavailability or very little bioavailability. But okay, these can be good products, at least safe products, if elemental impurities have been removed, if they are adequately preserved. These can be good products. Of course, there's no comparison between these products and clear drops. Absolutely non-comparison. And let's make it very clear that clear drops can be produced only at Metro Nutraceuticals. There is no individual or entity that have been licensed or given in any way the right to create a water-soluble zeolite fragments product as patented with 2 United States patents. Only these can be made at Metro Nutraceuticals. And we discussed before on why Metro Nutraceuticals has all these quality characteristics that the FDA demands from a dietary supplements company to have. So.
Excellent, excellent explanation. And as you state very brilliantly, having systemic capability, there is a key differentiator. Because can you go into and explain to those listening to this phenomenal information, Dr. Nicholas, can you explain predominantly where toxins love to hide?
Mm-hmm. Toxins, heavy metals and many toxins like herbicides and pesticides are water soluble. So they diffuse in the environment, they are absorbed by plants and by our food. And then when we consume this food, these toxins are released in the gut and as water soluble can be absorbed. And after being absorbed, they are distributed on several compartments of the human body, mainly the fatty tissue, the adipose tissue, the bones, and the brain. Let's make clear, though, that these are not the only tissues or organs that these toxins get distributed. They go everywhere. There's no cell in our body that is immune to this rainstorm of heavy metals and other toxins. It's just that predominantly they are accumulated in the adipose tissue, the fatty tissue, the bones, and the brain. At this point, let's highlight that we do not claim that clear drops can cross the blood-brain barrier and act within the central nervous system, but we do claim that clear drops has the capability to cross cellular membranes and be absorbed because we have the science study conducted and we can support this. And as you very well know, Denise, this is one major differentiating factor between Metro Nutraceuticals and other companies out there. We can support our claims. We don't have unsupported claims. So clear drops, again, is the only water solution of water-soluble zeolite fragments, patented, made only at one location at Metro Nutraceuticals in Cleveland, Ohio, a stellar company that has all the quality characteristics, and clear drops is available only through ZOI Global. This is a very sealed supply chain. There is no hole there so someone can penetrate. Okay.
Very, very key component, Dr. Nicholas, very key, with several, as you say, shenanigans going on. I think it is important that we mention that all of the science that we are able to support, we have clearly posted on the ZoiGlobal.com website. We have everyone, for convenience purposes, we have every one of your peer-reviewed studies from cardiovascular world available there as well. We offer everything pertaining to our patents. So if someone is truly looking for the gold standard in zeolite, it's out there, it is available, because as you said very, very brilliantly, there's nothing to hide. So the corporate website again is located at ZOiGlobal.com. Simply click on the science link from the menu and spend hours absorbing the content that has been brilliantly put together for every person's learning and understanding. So let's close out this section, if we may, Dr. Nicholas, and let's focus on some of the regulatory issues and anything that maybe if ZOI Global has any, or Metron Nutraceuticals. This is a big deal with, as you stated earlier, there are many letters written for various reasons. So let's go into that. Does Metron Nutraceuticals have any regulatory issues or potential issues pertaining to the ZOI Clear Drops or any of ZOI Global's future products?
No. And straightforward answer is no. And because of this no, we are very proud of Metro Nutraceuticals and our formulations, in contrast with many other companies and many other formulators or people who pretend to be formulators that have a wide collection of warning letters from the FDA. All the aspects of this formulation has been taken care of. Let's discuss a little about preservation. The preservative system in clear drops is potassium sorbate, one of the most widely accepted, studied, perfect preservative systems for food and dietary supplements. Not only it is used in this formulation, but we have conducted, as we should, the relevant studies to show that clear drops is adequately preserved. So Denise, that's a key component. I want the ZOI Global family to understand. Not only you must preserve your formulation, you must be able to show that your formulation is adequately preserved. And there is a specific test that needs to be done as required by the FDA, which is the United States Pharmacopoeia, the USP 51. Only after you have conducted a USP 51 test, you can claim that your product is adequately preserved. Unfortunately, there are zeolite formulations available in the market, not preserved or not adequately. The safety of this product is documented, and all the data and all the studies conducted about its safety regarding preservation are available to Metro Nutraceuticals and to ZOI Global. And in our next FDA inspection, if asked, we would be very glad to provide.
So Dr. Nicholas, what is the starting zeolite? Many people try to, confuse. Again, we're back to obfuscation, confusion, using big words that have very little meaning in the overall picture. What is the starting product that ZOI Clear Drops begins with?
Thank you for this question, Denise. I'm aware of several companies claiming that their product is micronized zeolite. Micronized means grind in small particles, zeolite. Well, this can be the final product for many other companies, but micronized zeolite is the starting material for clear drops. We are starting the production by having micronized zeolite, and we transform this micronized zeolite into a water solution of water-soluble micronized zeolite, if you want. Funny thing is that many companies that have water suspensions, they try to hide this by stating that they have a micronized zeolite, so it should be good. And it is not. Micronized zeolite means what it means, that it is grinded and been micronized. This is totally different from being water soluble. If you have a micronized zeolite, you do not have a water soluble zeolite. You don't have a water solution of micronized zeolite. In fact, you can create a water suspension of micronized zeolite. So many people out there playing with words try to convince that they have what the double patented ZOI Clear Drops has, and they don't have it. Only ZOI Clear Drops has a water solution of water-soluble zeolites. Moreover, someone looks our patents, they will see that we provide the molecular weight of the zeolite fragments. It's not hidden. Roughly, it's 100 to 1,000 Daltons. That's the unit of measurement of the molecular weight. So while others are talking about something like, yeah, we have a good product, it's a micronized zeolite, should be good, and hiding all the other information regarding who is the formulator, what is the company that is a supplier, and what is the molecular weight of your zeolite. Well, in contrast, at ZOI Global, someone can go to the ZOI Global site, click, download, read the patents, the 2 United States patents, and you will see what exactly is the product. Is a water solution of water-soluble zeolite fragments that have several molecular weight families, not hidden, real molecular weight families ranging from 100 roughly to 1,000 Daltons.
Excellent information. You know, I find it interesting, Dr. Nicholas, that not many people want to mimic something that's not successful. Not many people want to mock something that's not a true breakthrough. So at ZOI Global, we kind of carry it as a badge of honor, but at the end of the day, the truth will prevail. And that is the whole focus of what we're trying to do here, is to get the science out there so that people can have the knowledge and begin to make an educated decision versus be hoodwinked or maybe tricked through fancy words and things like that. You know, the truth is solid and it makes total sense. So,
unfortunately, to what extent brainwash, I would say, because we have seen that. Denise, you can fool a small group of individuals for a long time. You can maybe fool a large group of individuals for a short period of time. But certainly you cannot fool a large group of individuals for a long time. So we applaud what you do. Let's provide the science and the facts so conscious dietary supplement users can have an educated decision made on what is good for their wellness and what they should avoid.
As we close out this segment and move into more of the deep scientific pieces of it, I want to leave people with the greatest of hope. We have a vision at ZOI Global that there will come a day when people ask the question, does ZOI Global build that? Because we recognize and we realize that the zeolite that Metron builds and ZOI Global delivers to the people is a true breakthrough. That zeolite is well beyond one product called ZOI Clear Drops. That's just the detox zeolite product.
Right. Correct.
And as we partner with you and you build the next phase of zeolite products, we're writing the book on how zeolites are capable of delivering other substances inside the cell. It's very exciting at ZOI Global.
A great family of water-soluble zeolite products will be in your hands, and people will love it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your trust, Dr. Nicholas. We don't take that lightly. And the team that we're building at ZOI Global couldn't be more proud, couldn't be more solid, because at the end of the day, everyone has a right to their own opinion, but never their own science.
Right. Thank you for your excellent work. We are here to help, we are here to support, and we are always available.
Thank you, Dr. Nicholas. So in closing, friends, be sure that you tune in to the next video and find out even deeper why and how all of the elements that we have presented here really truly matter. And then begin taking the ZOI Zeolite Clear Drops, which is the gold standard in zeolites.